Okay, in this experiment, I want to demonstrate the 4-pin method for collecting a resistivity measurement. This resistivity measurement will be collected with salt water. This is water where I have dissolved kosher salt. And so what we'll be doing is, so here we have a power supply. It's set on 12 volts, alternating current, low voltage. And we'll see this circuit is putting through about 4.8 amps at the moment, alternating current. You'll see it's hooked up here to this electrode. The current then flows through the salt water to this electrode, which you can see is bubbling, then out to ground. In the center here, I have a positive and negative pins for a voltmeter. Over here, I have my multimeter set to alternating current volts. And you'll see, in this case, the voltage drop, this is 12 volts. This is 12 volts AC. There's really no resistor or anything else in the series. So the voltage drop is this entire sort of distance, but the voltage drop here is not equal to the voltage drop here, which is not equal to the voltage drop here, because there is a additional resistance added by the conductors here, by the rods in there and the rod there, and the way they're interacting with the substrate, which is water. So in this case, we're collecting a measurement of about 1.5 volts from pin to pin here. So from that, we can use that to compute what the actual resistivity of this particular set of salt water is. And so we will do that math in a second. Okay, now the final step is we want to collect and assess what the resistivity of this saltwater concoction is. So we've collected our data. We put in 12 volts. Our amp meter collected 0.467 amps. We noticed a voltage drop of 1.5 volts between our two voltmeter electrodes. So we really want to compute what is the resistivity for this bit here. First, we can compute the resistivity for the whole circuit. This is just Ohm's law, 12 volts, V equals IR, 12 equals 0.467 times R, and we get for the whole circuit, the resistivity is 25.67 ohms. But what we really want is, we really want the resistivity just for this sort of section of salt water here. And so for that, there's an equation. This is an equation I got from another YouTube video, but is sort of the generic equation for when you're using this type of Wenner 4-point measurement tool. So this is the apparent resistivity is equal to 2 pi times the distance, which is 44 millimeters. 44 millimeters, we can convert to meters, and times V over I, which we've collected above. And we can collect this, and it comes out to this sort of saltwater mixture has a resistivity measurement of 0.088 ohm meters, which lines up with some of the research you can read on saltwater, which is sort of around around 1 to 2 ohm meters. So we're in the range, and this was pretty saturated. So that is the math.